How is Kurnool known to outsiders?
ఆ ప్రాంతం పేరు పలికే లోపే చంపేస్తారు.
But in reality, it's a no. Here, I want to show you exactly what is. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the name Kurnool? In the year 1530-1542, Achyuta Devaraya, who belonging to Vijayanagar Empire, was built this fort. This fort has 3 levels, and this fort used as prison and watchtower.
And later, the last ruler of Alampur, a revolutionary named Konda, was imprisoned in this fort by the Nawab of Kurnool when he tries to oppose. From them, this fort came to be known as Konda Guru. One interesting part of this fort is that it is 50 years older than Hyderabad iconic Charminar, which was built in 1591.
Do you know how Kurnool got its name? Back in the 11th century, Kurnool was a small place on the banks of the Tungabhadra river. There were no roads connecting Kurnool to Alampur. The Chalukya kings were building the Alampur Papanasi temples with rocks brought from the Rayalaseema region using bullock carts.
These carts stopped in Kurnool because they didn't go further without crossing the river. To help these carts to move to the water, people used a special tree sap called khandana to grease these wheels.
Because of this, the place was named Kandanavolu, meaning the place where kandana is used. Over time, Kandanavolu changed to Kurnool. This Tungabhadra river now separates Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. National Highway 44 is a major north-south highway in India and the longest in the country. It passes through Kurnool, which is 217 kilometers north of Hyderabad and 360 kilometers south of Bangalore. This railway station comes under Secunderabad division. It is classified as an A category station in the Hyderabad Railway Division of South Central Railway Zone.
looking like airport, right?
This domestic airport just opened 3 years back, named as Uyyalawada Narasimha Reddy Airport. Narasimha Reddy was born on November 24, 1806. He was the first person to declare the war against the British. But unfortunately, he was captured and hanged by the British on February 23, 1847, at the age of 40. He is considered the first freedom fighter of India. To honor the courageous freedom fighter, Kurnool Airport has been named Uyyalawada Narasimha Reddy Airport. The legendary actor Chiranjeevi plays the role of Narasimha Reddy in the movie Saira Narasimha Reddy. The film shows the inspiring story of this brave freedom fighter and his battle against the British. You can see that mountain right from the city. For every 6 months he used to come and do puja, and the people from the downside see the fire. Now, the Jagannath Hill boasts beautiful places such as temples, Triple IT, and a college under construction named Cluster University. We can see entire Kurnool city from this hill. Personally, this is my favorite spot in my hometown. This is Orvakal rock gardens, where the rocks formed naturally thousands of years ago. Do you remember in 2015 when a movie was released worldwide? In that year, in every state, in every place, in every home in the country, people asking and discussing one question: why did Kattappa kill Bahubali? This Orvakal spot was used for the first shoot of the iconic Indian movie Bahubali, directed by S.S. Rajamouli sir. And do you know what the favorite dish of Kurnool is? Any guesses? It's Uggani Bajji. This is not a snack item to us. It's a breakfast special dish to us. Personally, I asked so many of my friends from Telangana and coastal Andhra. They don't know about this food. It's simple to make. Soak the puff rice. Prepare the tampering. Make curry with chopped onions and green chilies. Add the spices. Combine the puff rice. Cook for 2-3 minutes on low heat. And serve.
This is Kurnool, where you can find more autos than any other vehicles.
The Kurnool region is home to several historical sites which hold deep cultural importance. Alampur, known for the temple that is one of the Mahashakti Pitas. Mantralayam is famous for the Samadhi Raghavendra Tirtha, a highly revered and respected saint from the 17th century. Yaganti, famous for the Nandimurti, which devotees believe is continuously growing in size. Srisailam. This temple is regarded as one of the 12 Jyotirlingas of Lord Shiva and one of the 18 Shakti Pitas. Belum Caves, the second largest cave system on the Indian subcontinent. Rollapadu Bird Sanctuary.
Even though Kurnool has a rich history and spiritual significance, tourists often overlook them. This is partly because the area looks dry and lacks greenery due to its location on the Deccan Plateau and water shortages.
Additionally, the region's low literacy rates and limited development lead it to being underappreciated. From 1953 to 1956, Kurnool was the capital of Andhra state. This state was created for Telugu-speaking people in India. It included two main areas, Rayalaseema and coastal Andhra. But it didn't have all the Telugu-speaking areas because some were left out. In 1956, Andhra state joined with parts of Hyderabad state and became Andhra Pradesh. Since then, Kurnool has been called the sacrificing city. The capital moved to Hyderabad to include more Telugu-speaking people and leaving Kurnool behind. Being far from the center of the new state, Kurnool didn't get as much attention for development. Even though Kurnool has valuable minerals like limestone and quartz, companies choose other cities because there is not enough water. Not many tourists come to Kurnool because it's not very green, but it has lots of interesting historical places. Kurnool hasn't attracted IT companies because the government hasn't focused on developing it. They mostly focus on the middle of the state and leaving Kurnool out. But not from now. Kurnool is now developing as a mega industrial hub as part of Hyderabad-Bengaluru Industrial Corridor. The Kurnool Ultra Mega Solar Park, making it one of the largest solar parks in the world. A project under construction, the world's largest integrated renewable energy storage power project in Kurnool. With the development of institutions like Cluster University, Reply to Kurnool, Kurnool Medical College. Students no longer need to move to other cities for education. Additionally, the presence of pilot training, DRDO, and mega seed park initiatives further enhances the region's educational and industrial landscape. But the work stops after the government has changed in 2019. You can see the broken pieces of the foundation stone here, which the last government laid for the industrial hub. The last government began important projects, but the new one didn't continue them. Now that original government is back, they must finish these projects and start new ones. This way, Kurnool youth can find jobs here instead of leaving their hometown. From last we're talking about lack of literacy and lack of development, yes, but this won't change in Kurnool.
We Telugu people speak the same language, Telugu, but the slang of Kurnool is different.
We Telugu people eat the same type of food, but we add some extra spice to it.
We Telugu people get the same water from water taps, but we get water from water tanks because we don't have sufficient groundwater.
We Telugu people eat the same food when our families gather, but we make Uggani Bajji.
We Telugu people call pickle as pachadi, but in Kurnool we often call it as chutney.
I'm Jithendra. This is not a documentary or a vlog. It's a story of my hometown, Kurnool. This video marks the beginning of my journey on this channel. I made this to show you what Kurnool is all about. Welcome to My City Kurnool.